ndị be anyị ntị m ejunu amarọkwanụ m ụdị nne enweziri nke ikpeazụ abịa godị na kirie ihe onyonyo manụkwazi akụkọ nwatakịrị anụnwa ije nya na nne ya na ụmụnne ya kwazi biko tupu isi nọọsụ ijudi na-asị gị nye anya n'ihe onyonyo anụnwa ka ije pụta chelu.
My mother, she made me do it. She forced me. She did everything. My name is Olakriputu. I am 24 years old and I am the second child. I have 4 other siblings. An elder sister who is for my father, an immediate younger sister who is for my father, a younger brother who is for my father, and an half sister who is for my mother, but we have different father. So today I am going to be talking about my mother. I will be exposing my mother, who is a narcissist, a manipulator, a pick-me, a supporter of girl-child marriage, and the mother that failed me. And this is my story. This is going to be a very long video, probably in 2 or 3 parts, because I'll be attaching some voice notes and video as evidence as I am talking. So this is my story. 2015, when I was 14 years old, my parents got divorced. But before the divorce, we were all living at Ibadan, where my mom was a nurse and my dad was a trader. He sells shoes and bags. He would travel to Cotonou to buy them and resell at Ibadan. So unfortunately, that year, my father had issue with custom where they seized his goods and he got into debt. So the debt was too much and things was not going well. He could not pay our school fees there and things was hard. Then my mom left him and went with all my siblings except I, because I was on scholarship as at then. I was in JSS3. My junior secondary school from JSS1 to JSS3 was on scholarship. But as at that time, I was in JSS3. So I could not follow them. I was with my father at Ibadan. After my JSS3, my dad suggested I go to my mom's hometown to go and meet my siblings. So we are not going to grow up apart and live apart. So I left my dad at Ibadan and I came to meet my siblings. And that was where the whole sad story started from. So I went to my mom's hometown to join my siblings. I started my secondary school there. My elder sister was in SS3 and I was in SS1 then. So my mom started a nursery and primary school. When my sister was done with her SS, with her secondary school, she did WAEC and she started teaching in my mom's school. I was still in SS1. So what I noticed was that this man that my mom is dating, the Alaji, is not living with us. He have a house in Ibadan and he's also from my mom's hometown. So he will come and check on us. Sometimes weekends, sometimes weekdays. And my mom got pregnant for him. My mom had a baby girl for him, my half sister. This man was not taking any responsibility on us then. I could remember he would give my mother 4,000 naira weekly as feeding money. Yes, and this man is very okay. All his elder kids, all his children are all in US living there, and he's very, very okay. He have houses everywhere, Lagos, Ibadan. So I don't know why he was doing like that. So I could remember there is this couple that was living next door to us. He had interest in my elder sister then. My elder sister was 17 years old. He had interest in her. He would always go out, come back and buy things for my sister, and she will not collect it. So my mom noticed and she started putting pressure on my sister. Most times she will lock her inside and beat her up, and she will be like, "You are not smart. Look at this guy. You are supposed to be going to his room. You are supposed to be playing with him so that he's going to give you things and stuff like that." So she started comparing her to me, and this is the comparison. The school I gained scholarship, they taught us a lot of handwork. So I know how to do wire work, all these earring wire work and bead making then. So I'll do it and go to the market to sell. I have someone that sells accessories, so I'll sell to them and they will give me money. And when they give me the money, I'll bring it home and give it to my mother. And she knew that was what I was doing, but she would compare me to my sister. She would tell my sister that, "Can't you see your younger sister? She will go outside, bring money for me. I don't know whether she's collecting it from a guy or not, but she's always going outside to bring money for me." And she knew that was what I was doing. So she started beating my sister, and the pressure was too much. It got to a point I was afraid, like, what is going on? So one day, one of my mom's friends came to our house and they started talking about us. So the friend was telling my mom that why will my mom have 2 grown-up kids and she will be suffering, that my mom should come and see a landlady daughter that is not even as pretty as us, that she's already bringing money home for her mother, that she have a lot of boyfriends that are giving her gifts, money and salt, that my mom just have 2 female kids and she's suffering like this. So I could remember the next day, my mom took my sister and I and we went to that our friend's house. Then we met the landlady. We got inside and the landlady started talking, like she was advising us that we are beautiful and we shouldn't allow our mother to suffer. That girl's child, we are meant to collect money from guys and give our mother, that we are not too small, that we should look at our daughter, that our daughter is just 16 years old. Mind you, my elder sister was 17 years old and I was 15 years old that time. I was just a baby. So fast forward to when I was 17 years old and I finished secondary school, I joined in teaching in my mom's school. So there was this hotel that was newly built. It was not far from my mom's school, and I had a friend there, my neighborhood friend that was working there. She was working as a cleaner in the hotel kitchen. So most time after we close in my mom's school, I would go there to meet her and assist her. Then we gist, we talk. She was my best friend then. So there was this guy that lodged in the hotel. He was 20 years older than me. He was 38 years old, and I was 17 years old then. So most times he would come to the kitchen, he would buy things and buy things for me. Then he started asking me out. And when I noticed that he was asking me out, I stopped going to the hotel, and he didn't see me for like a while, I think 2 to 3 days. And he decided to ask about me and traced me to my mom's school. So that day I was in the class teaching when I heard his voice, and I came outside. I saw he was talking with my mom in my mom's office. I was so scared and afraid because I thought maybe after their discussion, my mom is going to call me and scold me and ask me why I have been going to the hotel and such. But that was not what happened. So after their discussion and everything, my mom didn't call me, she didn't say anything, and I was surprised. In fact, I even got more scared, thinking that maybe if we get home, I'll be in problem and stuff like that. So school closed that day and we got home. So what I noticed was that she went out and she came back with her friend that came the other time with the landlady. They came and she sent my siblings away. Then it was remaining only her and my mom, her friend, and the landlady. So the three of them sat down in the sitting room and they called me. Then they started talking. They were like, a guy came to meet my mom that he likes me and stuff like that. But the guy said I have been avoiding him and I have been telling him that I am not ready for that and this. So all of them, they started talking. They were telling me that maybe I am the one that is going to remove my family in poverty. That this guy is rich. This guy has money. That why am I doing like that? That I am not too small. That girls of my age, that there are girls of my age that already gave birth. I was just 17 years old. So after they finished talking, in fact, my mom knelt down. She knelt down. She was begging me that I should please accept for this guy, that he's going to take care of us, that he has money, and he promised to sponsor my school and everything. So that day, my mom sent me away that I should not sleep at home, that I should go and meet this guy. She sent me away, and I left home to meet this guy. So I went to meet this guy at the hotel, and my mom would always encourage me to go and meet him. He'll give me money, I'll bring it home. Then we started dating. And this allergy, my mom's husband, he knows everything about it, and he was in support of it. He didn't say anything, he didn't say nothing. So then my mom denied access of us to my father because we changed environments. My dad did not know where we were. He was looking for us and stuff like that. Then I think my dad left Ibadan. I went that he wants to move to Ibadan. He wants to be living at Ibadan, and he wants me to move in with him. So he told my mom, and my mom agreed. So when I heard he was going to Ibadan, I was very happy because I knew we came from Ibadan, and I am going to get my dad number. I'll go to where we used to live and ask people around. Maybe I could get my dad number. Then we left my mom hometown and we went to Ibadan. He rented an apartment and we were living there. So I started learning makeup. And most times when I go to work, when I close at work, I will try to go to our hood area to get my dad number. But unfortunately, I could not get it. So I could not get my dad number, and I was just living the life like that. I was learning makeup, and most times if I go to work and I come back, I will see signs that this guy has brought a lady home. Sometimes my clothes will not be in the wardrobe. Sometimes he will hide them, things like that, sha. And sometimes I will check his phone and I will see that a lady was really there. And sometimes if I ask him that what is going on, he is going to beat me up. Most times he beats me up. So my mom put a lot of responsibility on me. She was paying cooperative then, and maybe I think it was every Tuesday, maybe like 10K, and she put that responsibility on me. So it was my duty that every Wednesday, every Tuesday, I have to send her 10K. So apparently, all the money I was seeing with this guy, if I go out, if I'm going to work, transport fare and everything, I will save them, and every Tuesday I'll be sending her money for her to pay for the cooperative, and I was just living the life like that. So it got to a point, this guy noticed I was not pregnant. Then he called my mom and he complained and everything. He said he's getting old and he wants to have children. Then my mom called me and asked me to come home. Then I came home and she was like, she took me to a doctor. She took me to an hospital. She took me to a doctor. The doctor too is a woman. She's a female. And they said, she did some tests and she said it was too much of, so the doctor said it was too much of John's and death, that they are going to do evacuation for me. They are going to evacuation is like cleansing of womb or stuff like that. So they did it. It was the same process with abortion. So it's just like packing out dirty blood that is blocking the womb and everything. So mind you, I was 18 years old then. So after the evacuation and everything, I went back to Ibadan and I got pregnant. So when I was pregnant, this guy would be drunk, he would beat me. This way the fact that I was pregnant, he would beat me up and do all sorts of things. Then I'll call my mom and I will complain to her. I'll tell her this is what is happening. My mom would tell me that what did I do for him to beat me, and I should calm down, I should be a good girl and stuff like that. So this guy will always abuse me. So my dad, as at that time, my dad came to my mom's hometown and he found my mom and my siblings. So he didn't see me, I was not around, so he did not see me. Not knowing that my mom manipulated the whole situation and told him that me, your daughter, she has followed a guy that I like ojukokoro, like I like money, that I am too exposed and everything, that I said I could not stay in the room with them, that I said I could not stay in that situation with them, that so she manipulated everything I liked to my dad. So my dad got my number and he called me. When he called me, he started shouting that why did I want to disgrace him? Why did I do like that? I was so scared. I had to hear the call for like weeks. I didn't have my phone because I did not know how to face him. I didn't know what to say. I did not know anything. So one day I was tired of the whole situation. I was tired of everything, and I was like, this is not the kind of life I want to live. This is not the kind of future I want for myself. This is not what I want. Then I opened up to my boss. Then the boss I was learning makeup for, she didn't know anything about me. So I opened up. I told her the whole story and everything. She felt pity for me, and then she advised me. She said she can't really tell me to abort the baby, but she said if I know that this is not what I want, this is not the life I want, that I should just do it. But she can't really be the one to say it. That I will have to be the one to take the decision. So I called my sister, my immediate younger sister. Then I told her my decision. Then I told her that she should not tell my mommy that I want to come and remove the baby. So I called my younger sister that I am tired and I want to remove the baby and I don't want my mommy to know. So she was scared, me too. I was scared. I was thinking that maybe I would die or stuff like that. So I came down to my mom's hometown. I came down there and I asked some people around and I got an hospital that they did abortion. So I was able to raise the money then. And I could remember when I was going for the abortion, it was only my younger sister, my immediate younger sister, I told. She saw me off to the street. I took bike and I went to do it. It was painful and all. After everything, I came back. When I came back, I dropped at the junction where I left my sister. My sister was still there. She was standing there crying. When she saw me, she hugged me. Then she started asking me questions. She was like, am I okay? Am I good? I hope I'm not going to die and stuff like that. I told her that I don't know, maybe I'm going to die too. Well, she should not tell my mom. My mom should not know anything. So I didn't tell my mom until we went home, and I think the next day I went to Ibadan. When I got to Ibadan, I was packing my notes once more. I didn't tell this guy, I didn't say anything. Then I called my dad and I explained the whole situation. Then my dad consoled me. He cried and he said he's not going to push me away, that I should talk to him. My dad was already at Ilesha, so he said he's not going to push me away, that he will forgive me, that in as much as I'm going to go to school, in as much as I'm going to be a good girl, that he's not going to push me away. He asked me to come. Then I went to meet him at Ilesha. So my mom got mad. She was mad and so my dad hugged me. When I got to my dad, he hugged me. He prayed for me. Then he forgave me that he's going to send me to school. He said he's going to send me to school. He got my elder sister too. My elder sister and all of us, we went to meet him at Ilesha. Then I wrote JAB, my sister wrote JAB, and I gained admission to X2. I went to school. My sister gained admission to a private nursing school. And my dad promised us that he's going to stay by us, that he's going to pay for our school fees and everything, which he did. So my dad paid for my school fees, my sister's school fees. It was paid for the fee, but sometimes he would try, he would send us pocket money, but as a student, it's not always enough. So I do a lot of work. I did memoir. I was doing my makeup. I was selling food. I sold interior. I did a lot of stuff to survive in school. So my dad was paying for our school fees, and it was so hard on him. In fact, most times, not even most times, I think I knew my dad with just 3 clothes. And he would make sure he sent our school fees to us and do all sorts of things. My dad will work his ass off. He would come in the morning, pray for me. I could remember then when I was 100 level, whenever I'm hungry, if I call my mom and I'll be like, I'm hungry, please send me 1K. My mom would tell me that she's not the one that sent me to school. I will attach a video evidence now where she was saying that she didn't send me to school and it was my dad that sent me to school and I went to do Hashewu.
So you are not capable. Bàbá rẹ ló ti ọlọ. Ọwọ́ lọ ṣaṣẹ́wó ní school. Ọwọ́ lé mi, èmi ni mo. Ṣé mo ti ọlọ school? I kept on saying.
Hey! Kedu ụdị nne bụ nke a? Nye nwere ụdị nne nke a. Hey! Ebe ka esi nweta ụdị nne nke a biko? Nya nne tụfịa akwa. Amadị m ihe m ga-ekwu na nke a. Amarọdị m ihe m ga-ekwu na nke a. Ọkwa echi kịta anụnwa o je chọba onye enerighị anya. Ọ chọba onye enerighị anya, ọ bụrụzie nwoke na-alụ ọrụ nne. nwoke na-arụ ọrụ nne, nwoke na-eyi mkpụrụ akwa na-atọ ka ụmụ ya wee bụrụ mmadụ. Nne wee na-akwanyere ofe asha wee kwanyechazịa, o wee jee n'azụ gwaba nna fa na tụfie akwa. N'ime ihe niile ndị nke m na nga na-ekwurịtakwa n'udo ga na-achịrịrị, kwudochia na ụmụnne m maka ndị chọrọ udo.